It's a story of two friends in the village. One was 14-year-old and another was 8 years old. They used to do mostly all the things together, like studying together, eating together, playing together. And they were very happy with their lives. One day, they were playing in the village, and while playing, they went outside the village. Somehow, they didn't even figure out how they went out of the village. There was a well in the village, well outside the village. So the 14-year-old boy, somehow he lost the balance and he fell into the well. And he started screaming into the well. The 8-year-old boy, he looked around himself for help, but there was nobody around him. He could find a rope with the bucket near the well, which was used to pull the water out of the well. So he thought, let me throw this bucket with the rope into the well and try to pull my friend out. It feels a little bit fishy to hear that a 8-year-old boy trying to get his friend out of the well, threw the rope into the well, and he started pulling his friend out. What do you think was the result? The 8-year-old boy, he tried so damn hard that finally he pulled his friend out. And that was a great achievement from his side. So now, these two friends, they thought if we went to the village and narrated the story, the people of the village, our parents and everybody are going to scold us. Nothing happened like they thought. But when they narrated the story, the event, what has happened to them, in fact, the people who were listening, they started laughing at them. That how can the 8-year-old boy could save the 14-year big guy? There was a wise man in the village who believed that story. So the people in the village went to the wise man and asked him what was the reason he could believe in the story, and how the hell the 8-year-old boy can pull his friend out. The wise man explained them that the story is true. The 14-year-old boy, he did fell into the well, and the 8-year-old boy, he did save him. But the only damn reason he could save him was when he was trying to save his friend. There was no one around him who could tell him that, boy, you could not do it. There was nobody around him who could say that, don't try, you cannot do it. So that is the power of the subconscious mind all of us have within us. That was the power of the subconscious mind of the 8-year-old boy who could save his friend's life. There was nobody around him, and not even himself, to tell him, I cannot do it. He himself was not there to judge himself that I cannot do it, because he had no time to allow the conscious mind to interfere in the situation. We have two minds, everybody knows that, conscious mind and subconscious mind. The conscious mind finds the logic behind the thought, and after it finds the logic, then and then only it allows the thought to enter the subconscious mind. So in the situation where the 8-year-old boy, he had to save his friend, he did not allow his conscious mind to enter the situation, to interfere it, and to tell him that you cannot do it. And that was the reason that the subconscious mind gave him the power, gave him the thought that, yes, boy, you could do it. So this power which that 8-year-old boy had in the situation in which he saved his friend, that power we all have in us. The message which I wanted to give you is this message, that we all have that tremendous power, incredible power of subconscious mind in us. We just need to recognize this power. So do not allow anyone around us to judge our abilities, and believe the tremendous power of subconscious mind. Also, I would suggest one more thing, that whatever messages that we have entered in our subconscious mind through conscious mind in these many years, try to remove those old messages. Try to Empty your mind with those unwanted thoughts which you never wanted in your minds, so that you can fill up the new information, the new messages that you can do it, and delete the old ones that you cannot. Thank you very much. Jai Shri Krishna.